and talk a little bit about Arsenal. They are currently doing their due diligence on a number of targets ahead of the summer. A midfielder is a priority, with some reports indicating that West Ham's Declan Rice is one of a number that they are looking at. This seems to make sense when you think of it and look at it on paper.
I think so. When you marry it up with where Arsenal are heading at the moment, all the momentum is in a positive direction. Title challengers at present, so he might be moving to a side that have won the Premier League in the summer, potentially, early days there. But I think when you look at some of Declan Rice's comments during the World Cup, I thought they were really interesting. He's already spoken many times about his ambitions in the game, but I felt like this time when he spoke in December, he really made it clear that he wants to play Champions League football. He wants to be winning titles now. He said, 100%, I want to play in the Champions League, and I think he looks at his friends like Mason Mount competing in Champions League finals and thinks, I want a piece of that. So Arsenal would be able to offer him Champions League football, you'd think, next season. He's in a position where his contract runs out in 2024. Next summer offers probably the last chance for West Ham to get the massive money they've spoken about in the past. So I think this summer would make sense, considering West Ham are doing so poorly this season. It doesn't look like, if he stays at West Ham, he'd have top-level European football next season.
I was going to say, the big thing for me there, is that if Arsenal are looking at Declan Rice in the summer, that tells me that they're not looking for a central midfielder in January. Yeah. They still look very light in that position. They're only a Partey or a Xhaka injury away from a bit of a crisis in that central midfield, because the backup isn't of the required quality really to come in and sustain what they've been doing. Players are going to get tired as well with the amount of games that Arsenal have to come. So as much as if I was an Arsenal fan, I'd be absolutely delighted with the prospect of Declan Rice perhaps coming in the summer. I'd also look at that and knowing how Arsenal operate. They are savvy. They operate really well. I'm not knocking them. But that does tell me that they wouldn't look at a central midfielder in this window.
Yeah. We do have a poll going on, by the way, over in our Transfer Centre blog, which is on skysports.com, and the question is, who needs Declan Rice more? And there are choices between Chelsea, Manchester United, Arsenal and Liverpool. Arsenal and Liverpool at the moment leading the way with 30%, Chelsea 25%, Manchester United 15%. I mean, Quaku, for so long, all the talk was around Declan Rice going to Chelsea for so many windows.
There's so many windows and so many reasons why he's linked to Chelsea. He obviously came through the academy, left at the age of 15. He's best mates with Mason Mount. He's a lifelong Chelsea fan. But then if you look at that, and I tend to agree with the poll, we would love to have Declan Rice at Chelsea, but if you look at Arsenal, they might be able to offer him guarantees that Chelsea can't, in terms of Xhaka's had a great renaissance this season. He's been amazing, but next season, I think that Arsenal will be in the position to offer Declan Rice guaranteed first-team football, playing in the Champions League, competing for the highest honours. Manchester United have been long-time admirers from afar of Declan Rice as well. So there are so many options, and we've talked about Liverpool's midfield before on other shows, and they need a rejuvenation in that area. So the options are going to be short for Declan Rice, and West Ham know, like you said, this is the last summer where they can recoup big money for him. So he'll be on the move more than likely, but it depends on where he goes and depends on what he fancies and who can offer the most money to West Ham as well.
Yeah.